Great War. The First World War starts the 28th of June in 1914 with the murder of Francois Ferdinand, the Archduke of Austria. Gavrilo Princip's murder was a member of the Serbian terrorist group known as Black Hand, although the war was declared a month after that. We can say this war started because of militarism, allies, imperialism, and nationalism. The bands that fought were the Central Powers, including Germany and Hungary, against the Allied powers, including Great Britain, Russia, and the United States. As you can imagine, because of the amount of power of countries, the Allies won the battle. When this war ended 4 years later, on the 11th of November in 1918, it left as a result over 6 million dead people, including soldiers and civilians alike. Yellow journalism appeared, exaggerating news, faking them, and even ridiculizing the enemy countries. Okay, this is like a bonus, like a plus, a point or something. The term yellow journalism came from a popular New York war comic called Hogan's Alley, which featured a yellow-dressed character named the Yellow Kid, determined to compete with Pulsar's world in every way. Rival New York Journal over William Randolph Hearst copied Pulitzer's sensationalist style and even hired Hogan's Alley artist R.F. Outcalled away from the world. In response, Pulitzer commissioned another cartoonist to create a second Yellow Kid. Soon the sensationalist press of the 1890s became a competition between the yellow kids, and the journalistic style was coined yellow journalism. Talking about the World War II, or the Great War II, is known as the Second World Global War that ended with the life of around 85 million people, including soldiers and civilians alike. It started in the 1st of September in 1939 when the Führer Adolf Hitler invaded Poland, so Great Britain, France, Australia, and New Zealand declared the war 2 days after. This war lasted 11 years, starting in 1939 and ending on the 2nd of September in 1945, with Japan surrender in September the 2nd after the bombs, but before that, Adolf Hitler committed suicide in the bunker of the Reich Chancellery of Berlin. One of the things that happened was when the United States fought against Japan in Iwo Jima, the 19th of February in 1945. Also, two important events were when the first nuclear bomb was released on Hiroshima, the 6th of August, and the second bomb on Nagasaki the 9th of the same month. What about journalism, you might ask again? Well, before Hitler there were over 4,700 journalism and public opinion newspaper agencies. This ended as he ascended to power. Quickly, expression liberty was suppressed and the agencies were being manipulated. By 1933, and 80% of the agencies represented the Nazi journalism. So the conclusion is that in both wars, communications were limited and the information being manipulated to maintain order or to break it alike. A psychological war was needed in order to confuse, ridicule, and spread false information to the other band. I am Matthias Andriata, and this was a school project.